Ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of the athletes competing in men's up to 88 kilograms category.
Here we go, it's the last event of day 6, the men's 88 kilo final. And we've got loads in this. Sean Hughes of Ireland, starting off in Group B. Askat Shimanov of Kazakhstan. We're due to see Mohamed Haj Ali as well of Algeria, but he's scrubbed from the competition today. Menhal Zerov of Syria. Shogo Tanaka of Japan. It's Harry Kaupala of Finland. Abdullah Al-Kabi of Iraq. And going into Group A a little bit later on, we'll be seeing the talents of Brazil's Vanio da Silva. Yuri Babinets of Ukraine. And next up for Uzbekistan, Kuznadin Usmanov. The man with the world record, Mohamed Khalaf of the United Arab Emirates. For Iran, Rasala Rastami. And the heaviest attempts will be coming from China's Yan Pan Pan. So those are the 12 competing today. Let's see who the referees are going to be ahead of this with this random draw. And there we have it. The chief referee will be Fatih Leshahab of Libya. Left side referee Nursia Mohammed of Malaysia. And the right side referee is back again. 2 finals in a row for Nikolaos Kazantsis of Greece. And let's take a look at the jury as well. It's Yasser Azagri of Yemen, Ahmed Al-Hamadi of the United Arab Emirates, and Kim Yun-jung of Korea. Ilyana Iraq is the technical controller for this final, and Zita Gerko is the technical delegate for the week of action. Katab with the world record. Khalaf, Rastami, Yan, how close can they come today? The men's 88 kilo final is incoming.
I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger, you push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best in the rest in, no resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor, I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
So the countdown firmly on for this men's 88 kilo final. There's only one day of individual competition left of this Fazza World Cup after today, and then on Wednesday the team competitions to wrap it up. So ready to go. Mohamed Haj Ali we will not be seeing from Algeria. But everybody else is good for this event. So we'll start off with Sean Hughes for Ireland from Dunboyne in County Meath, and he came through on his international debut at the Europeans 2 years ago in Belize, and he finished 8th in that. He is a former F-34 athlete. That's Hannah Cockcroft's discipline, so that's seated coordination impairment. Irish javelin record thrower. Still holds the Irish record in the javelin. Fran and Kathy as parents. Coached by Roy Guerin and Tyke Buckley, and he's won the last 2 Irish titles. Had a good run at the World Championships last time. Finished 24th in that. So it's going to kick off here at 150. As lifetime best is 152, so he's going to go with an early attempt close at it. Good lift. No worries about that at all. That is a really good solid start by him at 150. It's only 2 off his lifetime best. So they've decided not to go high with him. Very high right at the start. That is still, by his standards, an immense effort. It's just 2 kilos off his best in competition. And there's further to go. 2 attempts remaining for it. So now for Kazakhstan, Askat Zhumanov. Bronze in the World Ability Sport Games in Nakhon Ratchasima in Thailand in December. 4th in Guadalajara in their international event in 2022. 7th in the Americas Open Championship in St. Louis the same year, and one World Championship to his name where he finished 17th in Belize in 2021, which was probably the shortest trip of the lots. He's had an interesting career to date. This also 150. And that's a good lift. He's had some really, really positive results. He's been a 150 man in Guadalajara. Went up to 156 at the World Ability Sport Games. The former IWAS Games bronze there in Thailand. And that's 150 as well. Two good starts then. Menhal Zaruf, now of Syria. West Asian Games champion in Sharjah last month. Sixth in the Asian Games in Hangzhou in October, and he made his big debut at the World Championships last year, Crosstown and Al Hab Tour in Dubai, where he finished in 17th spot and aiming here for 170, which is what he started with at the World Championships last year. Went beyond 180, that being his lifetime best, so 170 for Menhal Zaruf here. So now it begins. That's a good lift. It took a while for it to come up, but he has got it 170 and successful. That's good positivity from his point of view. So he's elected to go quite a bit away from his lifetime best, that coming at the Worlds. And it's interesting that he would elect to do that. It's also interesting when athletes determine they want to start very high, which I always think is a massive risk, because you've nowhere to go after that. Shogo Tanaka, 39 years old, he turned last week. He's been competing since 2017. Gold in the Japanese Championships in Tokyo in December. And after not registering a mark in the World Championships in Dubai. Fifth is best at the Asia Oceania Championships in 2018. And he's going here for 175. This didn't work out for him at all at Al Hub Tour last year in Dubai at those Worlds. Fifth and seventh in his two Asia Oceania Championships. Based in Himeji with the Mitsubishi Hitachi Power Systems Club. Now, here he comes, trying to get a bit of power going. And he has it. It's 2-1 in his favour. Only the right side referee voting him down, and that for the stop sequence, so it's all good so far. And Tanaka clears 175. Not much difficulty really with it. Had to think about it a bit. Takeyoshi Okamoto is coach. Harry Kaupala now going for 180 for Finland. European bronze last time out, 2022 in Tbilisi, when they were hosting a lot. And they still are, because they've got the last World Cup in June before the Paralympic Games. 2010 he made his big debut at the World Championships. And the most recent Worlds, he finished 18th. 6 World Championships in his name. No top 10s. But the result of his career coming at the Euros in Georgia 2 years ago. Silver in the Tbilisi World Cup as well in 2023.
1 minute.
Bronze here 6 years ago. So here it comes at 180. Harry Kaupala, his first attempt in Group B. Very steadily does it. That's good. Yep, 5 out of 5 so far. This is the way we like it to go. The man from Ulu. The man they call Hazan. You'd probably work that out for yourself. The 180 is actually, by his standards, quite heavy. It's what he started out with at the Worlds last year, and he got 180. Didn't get any successful lifts after that, so we'll see if that changes today. And now Abdullah Al-Kabi is next up, the last to go in this opening round for Iraq, and he's going for 195. And the last time we saw him on the big stage, 20th in Astana at the 2019 World Championships, 5 years ago. It's been a few years out of the sport since then. As we always say, it's always welcome to see these campaigners come back if they've had a bit of time away. It's in the 88 kilo final back then.
1 minute.
Asian Youth Gold, World Junior Gold once upon a time. Broke through that year in 2019, and he's had difficulties in getting consistency since. But now, that looks like changing. He's cleared 195, and Abdullah Al-Kabi leads for Iraq.
For the second attempt, representing Ireland,
Sean Hughes, the Irish champion. Back again. So now going for 155. Well, it was 142 when he made his debut at the Europeans. Went to 152 last year at the World Championships. So this is for a lifetime best. This is where he can make a nice bit of progress and a chance to go up. Heaviest attempt that he has had. So Hughes adding 3 onto his lifetime best. Let's see how comfortable it is. It is not.
no.
It's gone about a quarter of the way. Doesn't complete it. Well, that's something to be fixed next time, if possible. Didn't get very high, and that lift was not going to be allowed to be continued. So the lead man has a bit to work on. Everybody got their first attempt in, which is always really good to see. So Ashkat Shumanov is next. It's 158 for Shumanov, having matched Sean Hughes and his 150. A chance to go ahead of him now to go into 5th spot in the competition. So that I was as it was. Now just the West Asian Games. And that bronze medal. So can he add to it? No lift, 2-1 against. And didn't look like it, to be honest, so again, that's something he's going to have to try and get fixed with Ruslan Graev as coach. Was a real struggle. So Menhal Zaruf of Syria going here for 175 to add 5 onto his previous mark. West Asian Games champion last month. Big debut at the World Championships last year, so it's his fourth big event in 6 months. And Shumanov's bronze, by the way, the World Ability Sport Games. The other WAGs. This man succeeded for Syria in the West Asian Games. Can he succeed here? He's already got 170, this for 175. Worked well on it, and that's a good lift. And that's the first successful lift in the second round. So Zaruf gets helped a lot by that. When the others had received a serious bump in their ambitions. So now for Japan. The return of Shogo Tanaka. Got 175 in the opening round, this for 183. So he has matched his lifetime best with the opening attempt, and this to add 8 onto it. He's competed a lot since he's come through in 2017. A high World Cup finish would be very welcome to him. 5th in the Asia Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu in his native Japan. A whole load of home athletes making the debuts in that. 7th then in Pyeongtaek in Korea in 2022. So 183, and this would put him into the silver medal position for now. Well, that's a struggle, and it did hold above the weight. Did he keep it on control during that? He didn't. They've all voted him down. Mainly for the press. 2 for the stop sequence as well, though. So, he doesn't get that. That would have been an 8 kilo lifetime best. Now, was that asking too much, though? Well, we'll find out next time. That was 183. Now 190 would be 11th spot in the Paris qualification in this weight division. Harry Kaupala coming now, having got 180. Is this for 186? .188 he's gone up to previously. 14 years he's been competing for now, since that first World Championships in Kuala Lumpur in 2010. But obviously in this kind of, we're heading towards the top end of the body weights. And saying that, quite a few of those finals to go to 4 groups at times, and normally finishes around the teens, which tends to be top half, low top half. So 186 is 2 kilos off his lifetime best. It's not going to get any higher than that. No lift for Kaupala, and he might, of daft evidence, have reached his limit today. We've seen a bit of that already today. He has lifted this before, a couple of times before, but not that time. Only went up about a quarter of the way, and then absolutely stuck.
For the second attempt, representing Iran, Abdullah El-Kaabi.
So, Abdullah El-Kaabi of Iraq. He made his big debut 5 years ago. We haven't seen him since, basically. And the fact that he's showing the arms and that to the referees, which is not needed anymore. They have it in front of them on their consoles. What the exemptions are. The exemption being the arms for him. Elbows, should I say. Doesn't need to straighten the elbows in the lift. Well, he needs to get the lift. 200 this is for El-Kaabi. Lead by 20, and El-Kaabi has got it. A good lift for 200 for El-Kaabi, for the former World Junior Champion, the Asian Youth Champion. 1 round to go. He has a comfortable lead, and I wonder how long he would hold on to it. More particularly, having got that lift through, how long should he get the next one? Would he lead the total lift? How long could he hang on for? Could he hang on? Final round on the way. Sean Hughes, final attempt for Ireland. Going again for a lifetime best of 155. So 152 again is that lifetime best. 150 what he did in the opening round. Did well with it. So there is coordination impairment involved here, which I know in terms of the categories, there are no obvious categories in powerlifting, but he was in para athletics, and as a 34, that is coordination impairment. As various athletes have told us over the years, the body starts reacting in ways you don't want it to. So this is 155. He's going for a nice bit of bulk here. He wasn't able to complete the lift last time. This time, getting it to the top would he would feel that was progress. Let's see how he does. No. They've gone too high.
No.
Gone too high with him. 153 might have been doable. 152 is the lifetime best. They wouldn't have wanted to try and equal that. Obviously, always try and get a lifetime best if you can on stage. But they went for 155. Tried twice, didn't get it. Got a lift on the board, which is important. The good news is that everybody did get a lift on the board in that opening round. Sean Hughes sends for Ireland on 150, and he is in 5th spot.
For the third and final attempt, representing Kazakhstan,
Askat Shumanov going for 164 here. Now this is a leap. Got 150, then missed 158. So this is a further 6 on top of it. Reminder, it was the World Ability Sport Games where he picked up the bronze in December, which also doubles as a World Cup. Oh, he's got that raised up well. He missed 158. This 164 is a good lift. That's exceptional, considering the problems he had previously. Just great. And there's a lot about that he would justifiably be really satisfied with, considering the he had issues last time, but they have been swept away here. That's a brilliant lift.
For the third and final attempt, representing Syria,
We continue in round 3 with Menhal Zarouf. Now, he has got his first 2 lifts in, and so is Abdullah Al-Kabi. They're 1 and 2 in the total lift. Al-Kabi 395, Zarouf 345. And this to add 181 on it, he would overtake Shogo Tanaka and Harry Kaupel in terms of the best lift, which is still how the champions are crowned. Now pushing through, and he's fighting that one. Oh, he got it raised. He got it raised in the end, but there was too much interruption on the way and not enough control. And, well, he misses out 181. Menhal Zarouf So the first two lifts are good, the last one isn't. And the Syrian campaigner just couldn't get that one up high in time. Just couldn't sell the lift well enough.
For the third and final attempt, representing Japan, Shubu Tanaka.
Final attempt for Japan, Shugo Tanaka. Missed 183 last time, and he is going for this again. He's taking a long walk up to it, and still nowhere near a minute to go. So 183. Eight beyond his lifetime best of 175, which he equalled in the opening round. So he would leap into the silver medal position with this. No problems. But actually, it was good that he was able to push the bar up himself once it had ducked down a bit. But no, didn't get far enough before the lift was terminated. And Tanaka bit off more than he could chew there. Second attempt at a very heavy lifetime best. 8 on top of it, did not get. Didn't get very high up and then started coming down very quickly. Spotters in there very swiftly too.
Final attempt, representing Finland, Harry Kaupila.
Harry Kaupila missed 186 last time, and that's not going to stop him. He's going for 189 here. Having cleared 180 in the opening round. Second place in the group. Nobody managed to get all their lifts in, and only Zumanov at 164 has managed to get a lift in the final round. Only Alkabi and Zaruf did it in round 2. Everybody in round 1. 6 out of 6 to start, and since then 3 out of 10. They've hit the wall, all of them. So, Kaupila 189. No, that's not getting any further. That's about a quarter of the way up. So, he felt it was worth a go at it. Didn't get it. Gets 180 in the opening round, and that's where the Finn will remain. He is in second spot. So it's ended up being a decent trip to Dubai. It's been worth it. He has his mark. And he lies in second position with the whole of Group A still to come. Last to go, Abdullah Al-Kabi of Iraq. So 200, he is, that's good enough to put him in the top 8 in terms of the race to Paris, but this is his first event in 5 years. So even though he's lifted into the top 8, he needs to compete in another World Cup to be eligible. He's had no other results in 5 years. He's done brilliantly here. He's come out of nowhere after 5 years out of the sport internationally. Got 200 in the second round. This for 202. Sharm el-Sheikh is on in a few weeks' time. 2.5 weeks' time in Egypt. So, if he gets this 202 and let's say he replicates it there, then that would be good enough to get on the list. Actually, to be honest with you, if he gets this at 202 and just turns up in Sharm el-Sheikh and lifts 150s on the list. There he goes. How's he done with that? So it's 2-1 in his favour. He's got the lift at 202 against On the Press. So 202. Let's see how far the bar moves. Enough. He leads at the end of the Group B, and also 597 the total lift. He's the only one to have got all of his lifts in. He's done a really good job in that. That is the end of Group B, and Group A will come along in 3 minutes' time. Somebody's having fun.
So let's start with Group A. For the first attempt representing Brazil, Ivanildo da Silva.
The reigning Americas and Pan Am champion, Ivanildo da Silva. He's won 3 Pan Am golds in a row, 2 America's golds and a silver medal. World bronze in 2017 in Mexico City. Silver in the Rio Paralympic Games. No mark in Tokyo. 195. He's aiming for straight away. So 195. No, 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 no. All 3 against. 1 for the body sequence, 2 for the press, and a lot of issues there. A lot of issues there. Well, that was really worth studying. Yeah, body sequence. Yeah, the backside is off the bench for a bit of it, which referees are looking at a lot more. Rolling back the years. Calaf silver in the West Asian Para Games. 11th of the World Championships. If I remember, a bit of an injury issue there for him. For the UAE man who was going high straight away. Paralympic champion in Athens in 04, in Rio in 2016. The 2014 Asian Games champion. 11th at the Worlds. Didn't qualify for the Asian Games this time, and he's going here for 200, which would be a Legends Asian record. Didn't finish the Paralympic Games. Injury there as well, if I remember.
1 minute.
He was the defending champion. Oh, he's pushing and pushing and pushing, and that was close to being complete. Oh, he's got it! He has got it! It is 2-1 in his favour. And that is a new Legends Asian record. Exemplary! And he remains competitive after all these years. First World Championship silver was 06. Based in Dubai, came out of Qatar originally, you may remember, the first Emirati to take Paris gold at the Paralympic Games. Tito Kassam taking over as coach in 1992, and unless I'm mistaken, is still been in that position.
For the first attempt representing Uzbekistan,
You have to be impressed at how big a team that Uzbekistan have been able to develop in recent years. And Usmanov goes now. He's very much a new name, having finished 6th in the World Championships, his first World Championships last year across town. Fifth in the Asia Oceania Championships the year before, which was a nice trek for all concerned to Korea. This is for 202. There's been a lot of movement in terms of what the attempts in this opening round are liable to be. That's a good lift, 202. 3 white lights for Usmanov, and that gets him away and clear. El Kabi on 202 ahead of him, so he goes into second position. Yuri Babinets of Ukraine, who finished 4th in the World Championships, missed out by 11 kilos, went up to 211. Hey, that was impressive. He started with 205 last time. He's starting with 205 here. That was in the 88 kilo final for Babinets as well. European bronze in the last 2 championships. 2026 the next time they're on. So going for 205. Made it, good lift, 3 white lights. Babinets is our leader. 2 to go in the opening round. And Babinets away and clear. Impressive in the extreme. He's gone up a weight division today.
For the first attempt, representing Iran, Ruhallah Rustami.
Ruhallah Rustami of Iran. And what a campaigner this man is. A CV as long as your arm. Silver in the Asian Games behind Gu Zhaofei. Gold in the World Championships ahead of Gu Zhaofei. Lifted 232 last year in this city. That was in the 80 kilo final, making a step up here. That was his second world crown. Paralympic champion. Rustami. Good lift! Oh, he's in form, isn't he? 207, originally looking at 205. Most of those in the opening round have changed what they'd originally declared at. And have changed for the good. Got it absolutely right, and he can go much higher than that. We know that.
For the first attempt, representing China, Pan Yan.
Last to go, Yan Pan Pan, who saw his mark at 88. 97 from a Chinese point of view overtaken in the previous final. by Ye. Zhaoxing. No. Yeah, he's normally in this weight division. Yan is usually in the one above, but he's slipped down to this one, 288. His first attempt is at 220. I wouldn't worry about continental records or world records just yet. Katab's is 251 for both. Gold in the 97 kilo final at the Asian Games. And at the World Championships at 97. And that's a good lift. And he goes onto 220. Ye on 234 in the race to Paris. Yan would be fourth on the list, but there's another Chinese name ahead of him, so technically he's not on it. And we could have the strange situation where they both overtake each other in different roads to Paris, having dominated, from their country's point of view, their normal category, and they've swapped for this. How about that for team coordination? Could be that both weight divisions 88 and 97 have got two Chinese athletes, the same two in the top four, but obviously it's the top one in both only that counts. It's remarkable stuff. We're going to round two. Evanio da Silva, the Pan Am and the Americas champion. Five gold and one silver between the Pan Ams and the Americas. 2017 bronze in the Worlds, 2016 silver in the Paralympic Games.
No.
Not this time. There's suspicion that might be the case, so that's two he's missed now. Both at 195, and has he gone in a little bit too high on the day? Irrespective of what's been achieved before, he's settling himself down. Definitely a bit of body movement.
For the second attempt, representing Uzbekistan, Hussein Osmanov.
Usmanov clear at 202, going for 204 now for Uzbekistan. Sixth in the World Championships last year, which certainly for today would make him a prime campaigner. There are five trying to get into the medals. A big lead for Yan Pan Pan, but this is one of the men who could go right up alongside the medals here, and he's done that. That's a good lift. Now how close he comes to the top three depends on the top three, and not just them, but Khalaf next. That's a fine lift, and good and clean, and he didn't make a major leap up in terms of quality for that, and that says a lot.
For the second attempt, representing the United Arab Emirates,
Mohamed Khamis Khalaf. He's got 200 now, going for 205. And again, he's going for a Legends Asian record, and on top of that now, a Legends World record. Well, he's got 200, this for 205. Clough at the age of 54 now for 205. He would go level with Yuri Babinets, who's currently in the bronze medal position, but for a Legends world record. Didn't get that lock through. No lift or voting down, and the spotters needing to come in, but he gave that a valiant attempt. He'll have one more go at it. See if he's able to make it happen. Good crowds today, I have to say. Maybe the biggest we've had. Auditorium's almost full. So Rastami going for 2-4 here. So he's currently in the silver medal position. This will bring him 6 kilos away from our leader Jan Pan. So Rastami 2-4. This would also send him up a place above Babinets in terms of the race to Paris into 5th spot. He'd have a much stronger position in 2nd spot here. And that's a good lift for Rastami. The Paralympic champion, 2 in a row. Rio and Tokyo. More to come. One more lift remaining. He's nailed it so effectively here. There's still 2 more attempts in this second round. Yuri Babinets, who started off lower than Rastami, now trying to overtake him here in this second round, going up to 2-1-5. With that European bronze. The man from Kovel, this is where he is in terms of the race to Paris. Chance to go back above Rastami again. He himself was 5th, dropped to 6th, and this to take 5th back again. They're coming closer to Hadjali of Algeria. Jan with a successful lift of 220 to get his name among the others, though not officially on the list yet, because he is the 2nd placed athlete from China. It's only 1 per country per event in the Paralympic Games. So Babinets 2-5. Well, he's got that up, and it's no lift. It's 2 against. Bit of rolling in the bar a bit. So centre referee on the right side voting him down. Doesn't get it. We're starting with the 2nd lowest tally in the opening round, and in the second round, the 2nd highest. Yan Pan Pan 227. Having cleared 220 in the opening round, so again this would give him a strong advantage. He would probably clinch the title if he gets it. If not, Ruhala Rastami is going to have an attempt for gold in the final round. So 227 would have him as the third highest tally in the race to Paris, but not third on the board because of Ye Zhizhao. And to be honest, he gets above Ye, even if he doesn't, they give themselves a great option. You can't compete at two weights at once. You can't have two in the same discipline, so in effect Ye and Yan would be qualifying twice at different weights, and one would be passing it over to the other. If he gets this at 227, he has got the win. No lift body sequence. 2 against. Both from the side. Interesting. So not given, so let's watch. The movement. Yeah, his backside is off the table. There you go. And that's going to be immediately spotted by the two-side referees, and it's the kind of thing that they're being more watchful of now. And he cut himself out. Final round. Vania de Silva is in a spot of bother here, and so after 2 misses at 195, he's not staying at 195. He's going for 204, which would match Kuznadin Usmanov. He'd go on to 5th. He's not on the board right now, but this is more a thought about the race to Paris and the Paralympic Games. Setting 9 on top of what he already has here. The King of the Americas, both the Pan Ams and the Americas, 3 in a row and 2 in a row in that. So here he comes, and that had to end early. It's a pity. 210 he has lifted before, but 204 was too awkward today. 195 as well. It's about on the day. It's about the strength on the day. Technique, and didn't have it on this occasion. It slips away, and its wipeout does not register a mark. Waiting in the wings, Mohammed Khamis Khalaf going for another Legends World Record. He missed 205 last time, going for 205 again here. And that would give him a match with Yuri Babinets, who's in 3rd, but he would go 4th in that. Babinets has that mark first. Khalaf, if he gets this, suddenly would go up into 7th in the race to Paris. Can't keep a good man down. His first Paralympics was Sydney, and he finished 4th.
1 minute.
So Karat for a new Legends World record of 205. Wasn't able to extend it last time. And it is 2-1 against this. They felt he had extended it, but not cleanly. Struggling. Out of control. 2-1 against. So he did complete it. It was considered. But he's hit 200. And he's just outside the top 8 for the Paralympic Games. Which for a man in his 50s is awesome. Four lifts to come. Kuznedin Usmanov now. He's in a really good position here because in terms of the total lift, he's got 2 lifts in so far. 202 and 204. This for 206 would set him on to 612. Al-Kabi currently leads in the total lift. And I'll tell you, Al-Kabi, who came out of Group B as the leader, he will win a medal in the total lift. 597, currently in the gold medal position. It will be bronze if Usmanov and Rustami both clear their final attempts, and if they don't, one doesn't, it's silver. If they both don't, it's gold. Usmanov 206. This to go into the bronze medal position here, and he got one place to 6th in the race to Paris. Steady does it. He's got that raised. He has 3 glorious white lights. Kuznedin Usmanov of Uzbekistan clears it. And what consistency in his marks too. 202, 204, 206. Al-Kabi drops to silver in the total lift. We have a new leader, Kuznedin Usmanov. And in the overall, in the best lift, he goes 3rd. Yuri Babinets of Ukraine cleared 205, didn't get 215, staying at that mark. So Babinet's currently 4th, and this for a tilt at the silver medal position. The 205 would see him lead from 7th to 5th in the Paralympic qualifying. That would be something in its own right. Pushing, struggling. That was not complete. Doesn't get it. It was a big shift up, an extra 10 on it. And we're talking again around the heaviest that he's achieved before in his career. Got Babinets as a 211 lifetime bestest. That was 2 attempts at 215, and the reasons why he was aiming to add 4 onto it, not 1, was because of the race to Paris. Get a couple of notches further up the table, further up the charts. So suddenly we've only 2 lefts left in the competition. And this, an attempt for gold. Ruhala Rustami in the silver medal position on 214. Jan Pampan leads on 210. Rustami here, aiming for 221. Now, in his day, he's lifted 241. That's not every day. That was one day in his life. So 221 for the gold, and he would climb into 4th spot above Mohamed Halaji of Algeria in terms of the race to Paris. And qualifying for the Paralympic Games. Early September it is. Port de Chapelle Arena, along with a para badminton. Minute to go. So 221. He would also win the total lift. Steadily does it. That is not going up. And Rostami has been caught out. And Rostami has the silver. Yan Pan Pan wins. The total lift is won by Usmanov. And the silver goes to Abdullah Al-Kabi of Iraq in Group B. Rostami went for it, didn't get it. Didn't get it raised all the way. Struggled on it. He's gone much heavier in his career, but it's always about the day, and on this day, that could not go any further. Rostami surely felt as if he had to go for it. He is currently third in the total lift because there's only two who had all their lifts in. Yan Pan Pan, who has won the individual gold, would win the bronze in the total lift if he gets this. Be a total of 447 behind Al-Kabi's 597. So he missed this last time, going for it again. And this would go beyond El Alfat, but not his teammate Ye Jing. So had he got 227 last time, probably be going for 234, 235 now to get above Ye. But he has the gold, and this to wrap up the competition very firmly at 227. No! 2 against him on the body sequence and 1 on the stop. So 220, he wins with his first attempt. Couldn't add anything onto it. So Rahal Rostami has bronze in the total lift. Yan Pan Pan has the gold in the 88 kilo final. And again, I think it's his backside. Yeah, it's off the bench. That's a foul. Centre referee can't see it from his angle, but the two side referees did, and it was obvious. Yan Pan Pan gets the gold for China, 220. Rahal Rostami, the silver for Iran, 214, and Khuzadin Usmanov, the bronze for Uzbekistan, 206. Babinet's fourth, 205. Now in terms of the total lift, gold for Usmanov, 612. Al-Kabi, the bronze 597 out of Group B, and he finished 5th, by the way, overall in the competition, which was some going. And the bronze in the total lift going to Rostami at 421. It was only Usmanov and Al-Kabi who had all 3 lifts in. The victory ceremony is on the way.
تتويج اللاعبين الفائزين بفئة 88 كيلو جرام نساء رجال عفوا.
The victory ceremony for the men's up to 88 kilogram category.
رحبوا معي بالفائزين.
Please welcome the medalists.
ويقوم بتتويجهم الدكتور أحمد بن كلبان مستشار في هيئة الصحة بدبي.
The medal will be presented by Dr. Ahmed bin Kalban, advisory at Dubai Health Authority.
الفائز بالمركز الثالث والميدالية البرونزية.
Bronze medalist representing Uzbekistan, Husainuddin Usmanov.
Kuznedin Usmanov with a very impressive bronze medal at 2:06 in this men's 88 kilo final. Rahala Rastami 2:14, still campaigning well, still the world and Paralympic champion, gets the silver here and wins bronze in the total lift in this 88 kilo final. By the way, the medal's being presented by Dr. Ahmed bin Kalban, the advisor at Dubai Health Authority. Only needed the first attempt to be successful for the gold for Yan Pan Pan of China. 2:20, couple of attempts at 2:27. That's all he needed to do. Usmanov, by the way, winning the total lift. Yan Pan Pan the gold for China. 2:20. Rastami tried to whip it away with a final attempt, but unsuccessful with 221. And so, here's an anthem we all know, China. Excellent success for Yan Pan Pan for China. With his lift of 220, he gets the gold. Rahala Rastami of Iran the silver with 2:14, and Kuznedin Usmanov of Uzbekistan the bronze, 2:06. Usmanov winning the total lift. The silver in that going to Abdullah Al-Kabi of Iraq, and the bronze in the total lift going to Rastami. That's the end of day 5. Tomorrow, day 6, and we have got the last 4 individual events coming up, beginning at 10:30 again, Dubai time, 7:30 Central European time, 6:30 GMT, UK, Ireland, etc. Women's 79 kilo final, followed at midday by the men's 54, then the women's 55, and the last individual event of the week, the men's 65. Tomorrow is the longest day of the week, and the 13th. Fazza World Cup in Dubai, and until then, have a very pleasant Monday.
ومال حبيبي مال